I'll laugh anyway.
Hey guys, what's up? Alright, so we got a lot to talk about. This might be a lengthy video, and as you all know, Sonic Prime just dropped on Roblox, so I got a couple things to say about that as well. And also, obviously, the Game Awards. I haven't talked about that yet, so gotta talk about that and some other things. So we're going to start with the Game Awards, and then I'm just going to work my way through there. So a lot to discuss in this video, but before I do, be sure to smash that like button, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Let's see if we can get to 100k subs. And now to our sponsor. Today's video is once again sponsored by Opera GX. Alright, now Opera GX has a new feature now called GX Profiles. GX Profiles let you create a custom browser suited perfectly for any activity online, create custom profiles, and focus on what's really important. Now, here are two features that I really like from GX Profile. If your PC isn't running smoothly anymore, don't worry. With GX Profiles, you can create a browsing profile in its most basic form. Just go to Configuration Potato. Also, you want to go rogue? Create a GX profile that clears all of your browsing data upon closing, which is Configuration Rogue. And here's how you configure it. Go to Browser Settings, and manage GX Profiles, create profile, and create a custom GX profile and click Add New Profile and go to the taskbar. And Opera GX is also available on mobile with the name GX Mobile. So if you mostly browse the internet on your phone, be sure to download GX Mobile. Now here are some additional features that I want to cover for Opera GX. The first one is my favorite, integrated social media channels. Now you can chat and browse at the same time with your social media channels like TikTok. Also Facebook Messenger, Telegram, WhatsApp, Twitch, Discord, integrated right into the sidebar. So this feature allows you to keep all of your social media at hand in your browser, and it covers all the major social media platforms. Now let me show you how I log into TikTok, since that's connected to my Sonic Rebound page. Another feature is Google Chrome extensions. Now, I know a lot of you have used or are still using Google Chrome. It takes up so much of your CPU and it just burns through my RAM. I had to switch over to Opera GX. But the problem is all those extensions I used on Google Chrome, how do I transfer them? Well, in addition to Opera having its own extension store, Google Chrome extensions are compatible with Opera browsers. So just simply install the Chrome extensions add-on from the Opera add-on store, then an Add to Opera button will be available in the Chrome web store. And last but not least, force dark pages. Now, are you tired of friendly fire from your own browser? Fear not. With Opera GX, you can force dark mode on every page you browse. Forget about the flashy white color and enjoy your calm, dark experience. I view things mostly on dark mode now, from Twitter to YouTube, etc. So yeah, this is the way to go. It's also easy on the eyes. And here's how you toggle the settings. So those are all the new features that Opera GX has. No gamer should be without the Opera GX. So be sure to download it for free in the description below. Alright, so now we gotta talk about this Game Awards thing because a lot of shit went down online between Sonic Frontiers fans and the Genshin Impact fans, so I want to discuss about all that. Now, obviously, you all know we lost. Sonic Frontiers did not win Player's Choice or Player's Award, whatever it's called. It was Genshin Impact that won. A lot of people were in disbelief. Some people were sad. Some people, like Prem, were laughing, thinking it was funny. Me, at first I was shocked, but then I was like, I got over it quickly. And then when I started seeing the saltiness online, I found it very funny. But yeah, I thought we were going to win because I was predicting all the winners accurately, from Bayonetta 3 to Elden Ring, Kirby winning Best Family Game, Bayo 3, winning Best Action Game, etc. Like, even people I didn't know, like Best Content Creators, I didn't know any of those nominees. But I still predicted that it would be Ludwig, and it won. It just, I don't know. I'm good at predicting things or betting. Like, when one of my friends and family, when they took me to a casino, I won so much money for them. Like, they call me a lucky charm. So anytime they go to the casino, they always want to ask me to come over, come with them so I can help them win some money. That's just been me, But I did not see Sonic Frontiers losing. I thought it would win. But if I had to be sincere with myself and honest, Genshin Impact were going to win right from the beginning. There are way more Genshin Impact fans than Sonic Frontiers fans. And this is a game that's been out for over 2 years with several updates. versus a game that just came out like a month ago, you know? But, you know, I had a lot of hope. As a Sonic fan, I was hoping that it would win. You know, I even saw Katie there. Katie attended the awards, so I was certain Sonic Frontiers was going to win, and she was going to give a speech on the stage. But obviously, Jeff Keighley was just running through all the nominees. You know, that Game Awards show was terrible. I'll get to that later, but yeah, so even if Sonic Frontiers won, nobody was going to speak on stage, especially Katie, because yeah, there would be no time. You know, they spent all that time inviting people like Al Pacino, all these other singers, showing a bunch of cutscenes, no gameplay, a bunch of ads. It was bad, you know. Game Awards has always been bad, to be honest, but this year was just so boring. So yeah, alas, we didn't win shit in any of the categories. Sonic Movie 2 was also nominated for best video game adaptation, and it lost to Arcane. So I'm here today to tell all of you that are still upset about this to get over it. You know, get over it. Is just an award show. Like I said, the award show is bad. You know, back in 2020 was the last time I watched the award show in full from beginning to end, and it was basically the Last of Us awards, because the Last of Us Part 2 was just sweeping, getting every single award. It felt rigged. It was just so boring. I didn't really watch the Game Awards last year that much. I just watched it just to see Sonic Movie 2 trailer premiere. Then after that, I just clicked off. And yeah, this year was no different. It was just bad. Like, I keep telling myself not to watch the Game Awards, and I still do. But yeah. And Jeff Keighley was bragging, saying that, we've had the highest viewership this year than any other year of Game Awards. I'm like, yeah, most of those viewerships were Sonic fans and Genshin Impact fans. And they will not be watching next year. I can tell you that. But first, let's discuss about that kid, that weird Bill Clinton kid that walked on stage during the ending of the, you know, Game Awards when they announced the Game of the Year. That was weird. Like, at first I was like, what's this, an angry Sonic fan? But I did hear he was from 4chan or whatever, because he even had a little interview with Fidel, you know, Games Cage, and he's not even interested in gaming. Just take a listen to this.
If you had to play one, Sonic Frontiers or Genshin, which one do you pick?
It would depend on Bill. Well, which one is in the mood?
Just tell me, which one would you play? You have to play Sonic or Genshin. Which one are you playing?
Neither. I will spend my time doing something productive, such as.
There's nothing productive about yelling about Bill Clinton. Just tell
But
me
it is
if you want
productive
Sonic
because
or
look, hey,
Genshin.
be quiet. It is very productive because look at what happens now. Bill Clinton himself will probably get notified about this, and you know we don't know where that leads. Perhaps, be quiet. Perhaps sooner than later, I will myself be talking in a one-on-one with Bill Clinton himself, face to face, and I will shake his hand.
So yeah, that is just weird. Like, what the hell? Like, he's not even interested in games. He doesn't care about Elden Ring, Genshin Impact, Sonic Frontiers. Yeah, he wanted to nominate a reformed or unorthodox, whatever, Rabbi Bill Clinton. Yeah, I don't understand him. You know, it's funny though, because when I first heard him talk, I thought, you know, people were thinking he was being anti-Semitic. I was thinking he was just being plain racist. I thought he was imitating the Asian, you know, the winners, you know, the Asian creators behind Elden Ring. I'm like, who is this racist kid? But that's how he talks. Like, he actually has that accent. Then I come to discover he's actually Jewish. So yeah, he's a weird dude. I think we're going to be hearing about him, you know, we're going to be hearing more about him later. But the fact that he's the only person that people are still talking about when they talk about the Game Awards just lets you know how boring the Game Awards was. But you can tell Jeff Keighley was not happy about him crashing the Game Awards. And it's funny though, had he not said anything, just pretend, just be quiet, he could have actually gotten away with it. People would actually think he was part of the crew. That's what I was thinking. It actually reminds me back when I was an undergrad, I accidentally was on stage with like the Glee Club. Don't ask me how I was working backstage. So I just played it off. I pretended I was part of the Glee Club. I didn't say anything. I just was silent, mouthed lines, and pretended I was part of them, even though all of them knew I wasn't in the Glee Club, but everyone else did. So if the kid was just quiet, he would have been able to troll. He would have gotten clout from that, because nobody even knew. I don't think even Jeff Keighley knew that he was not supposed to be there. I don't know. But anyway, back to the Sonic. So yeah, as you know, Sonic Movie 2 lost to Arcane. And honestly, I saw that coming. There was no way Sonic Movie 2 was going to win. Yes, Sonic Movie 2 was a great adaptation. I love the movie, better than the first one. But Arcane was a masterpiece. Like, only uncultured people or people who don't watch anything besides Sonic would get upset about it. Arcane was going to win. Like, that was one of the best animations I have ever seen in my life. It's right up there with Prince of Egypt, Lion King, Toy Story, Shrek, you know, the first two. Those great animation films and series. So yeah, I cannot wait for Arcane Season 2. I don't even care about League of Legends. But yeah, Frontiers in general was snubbed from other nominations. Like, Sonic Frontiers should have been nominated for Best Family Game, along with Kirby and what else? Switch Sports and all that. It should have also been nominated for Best Music and Score, because that album was fire. Top 5 album. Like, I love that. As far as variety, that album has the most variety since like Sonic Unleashed, and it wasn't even nominated. Even people who weren't big Sonic fans say, you know, they admit that Sonic Frontiers got snubbed in that category. But ayo, remember that person during the Summer Games Fest who was saying that Sonic Frontiers was a Game of the Year contender and even better than Kirby and the Forgotten Land? That person lied. Let's see if I can find those tweets. Yeah, that person lied. Sonic Frontiers wasn't even close to being a Game of the Year contender, and it was snubbed at everything else. So I don't know what that person was saying, but yeah, whatever. And yeah, let's talk about the elephant in the room. Jeff Keighley, before he announced Genshin Impact as the winner, he said they removed all the botted votes. I know a lot of you were like, but Genshin Impact people botted votes too. And Sonic fans botted votes for Sonic Frontiers as well. You know, 2 wrongs don't make a right. Now, I don't know who botted more. I can't claim that Sonic fans botted more votes, nor can I claim that Genshin Impact botted votes more. Let's look at it this way. Since there are more Genshin Impact fans than Sonic fans, let's say 1,000 Sonic fans botted. All 1,000 Sonic fans botted for Sonic Frontiers. And then all 1 million Genshin Impact fans botted for Genshin Impact. Now, that's a lot of botted votes. Now, remove all the botted votes from both the Sonic and the Genshin Impact fans. Genshin Impact still wins for the sheer fact that there's 1 million people that voted for Genshin Impact versus 1,000 that voted for Sonic Frontiers. So even if Genshin Impact botted the most, removing all of their botted votes, they would still win because there's just more Genshin Impact fans than Sonic fans or Sonic Frontiers fans, and that's facts. So we were always going to lose, you know? I mean, if Genshin Impact was not on the list, we would have won. But whatever. And yeah, you know, all Genshin Impact fans won was just a couple of Primogens or Primogens, however you pronounce it, or whatever. So it wasn't even much, you know. Maybe if Sega locked their DLC on Frontiers, then maybe Frontiers would have won. I'm just kidding. I'm glad they didn't do that. That would have been very scummy. Because, like, what about if Sonic Frontiers still lost? Would Sega be like, okay, guys, well, because we lost, we're not going to release any DLC next year? Like, come on. That's crazy. But yeah, in the end, both fan bases lost. And that's the best kind of karma, you know? Genshin Impact fans were upset that they didn't get that many Primogens or rewards for voting. And Sonic fans are mad that they didn't win, you know? But both sides have been very toxic, especially Sonic fans. They've been very toxic. As far as I heard, like, you guys were bullying Genshin Impact fans. Some of you were being racist. Now, I know it's not all of you, but that's crazy. You know, like, this is just an award shows. You guys aren't getting a piece of the money. You're not going to get rich from this. I don't know why you guys were acting like you're going to benefit from any of these games winning a trophy. And then I hear Sonic fans, some of them say that, oh, Genshin Impact has a lot of pedos. Like, you guys don't even want me to get started on the pedos in the Sonic community. I already made a video about that before, so you guys don't want me to get into that. Both of you are in the wrong. And that's why Prem and I didn't care about you guys winning. Prem didn't care at all. Like, he didn't vote at all. I voted, but I didn't vote for the Sonic fans. I don't care about Sonic fans winning. I cared about Sonic Team. You guys honestly deserve this loss. And by you guys, I mean Sonic Twitter, Sonic community. I don't care about you guys winning. I cared about Sonic Team winning because they deserve this win, the developers. Even Kishimoto thanked everyone for voting for Sonic Frontiers. Sega now sees how important, you know, Sonic games are and how much of an impact Frontiers left. So they're not going to take Sonic Team for granted anymore. I hope this has made them realize that they need to take their time and offer more resources for Sonic Team to make the next open world game even better than Frontier. So yeah, Kishimoto also referred to Frontiers as the 3rd generation of Sonic. And when he says 3rd generation, he's not talking about consoles. He's talking about gameplay style. The 1st generation was classics, you know, the 2D classics of the 90s. The 2nd generation is basically since Sonic has been in 3D, from adventure games to Sonic Forces. So this is the third generation, the open world. Now I know some people are thinking, wait, the adventure games are not like the boost games, so the adventure games should be second generation and the boost games should be third generations. I disagree, because the boost games play more like spectacle platformer for Sonic. Adventure 1 is more of the open platforming, which is kind of like the open world in Frontiers. Adventure 2 is pretty much Sonic gameplay without the boost. Because look at the cyberspace stages in Sonic Frontiers. Sonic Adventure 2 levels were all over that game. You know, it's very easy to implement boost with Sonic Adventure 2 gameplay. You know, especially Sonic Adventure 2 is one of Iizuka's favorite Sonic games that he made. So that's why it still counts as the second generation of Sonic, because boost gameplay is pretty much that spectacle platformer. When it comes to Sonic, which is Sonic Adventure 2, a spectacle platformer, is just more on steroids since it's boost gameplay. And mind you, this boost gameplay started in 2D with Sonic Rush. But yeah, like I said, guys, don't take this loss to heart. It is just an awards show, a pathetic awards show. Sonic Frontiers is still on top of the charts when it comes to PlayStation 5 and other systems. I mean, look how high it is on the PS5. And this is in America, even in Europe. So who cares about these awards? I mean, we got more awards coming in the future, like next year getting like Steam Awards. So the Game Awards is not like the most important thing. But yeah, that's all I gotta say about the awards. I don't want to talk about it too much. So what do you guys think about this? All right, let's talk about that Sonic Prime pilot, or episode 1. Now, I watched it on Roblox. I didn't actually go to Roblox to watch it. I just watched it on people streaming it. And I have to say, that was a terrible experience. Not the show, the experience. You know, even people that were using Roblox watching it were just saying that, you know, it was compressed, downgraded, you couldn't rewind. It just was not a good experience. The saturation, I don't know why Netflix decided to air or debut Sonic Prime on Roblox. Why couldn't they just put everything out on Netflix today? I don't get it. But yeah, the show was very interesting. From the little I could see, a lot of YouTubers were covering it because Netflix was just nuking every single channel that was streaming it. So apparently Netflix just wanted everyone to go to Roblox and watch this. But if you so much as post this on your channel, they'll just block the video. They won't even claim you, they'll block you. Netflix is worse than Paramount when it comes to copyright. You know, and I thought Paramount was bad with the Sonic movie. So yeah, most of the time I was just listening to it. And I hate audio dramas. Since I was a kid, I fall asleep when I hear them. So I kind of fell asleep while Sonic Prime was playing, not gonna lie, because I couldn't really see anything. I could just hear it. It sounded interesting, but I'm more of a visual person. So yeah, I'm just gonna wait until Netflix drops the whole thing on the 15th. But yeah, I can't really review or rate anything because the experience was terrible. But the show sounded very interesting, and it seems to be very long, like 30+ minutes. I heard they combined 2 episodes together with episode 1, because I was expecting this to be like 15 to 20-ish minutes. Like 22 minutes on average. But yeah, those are my thoughts on Sonic Prime. Now to Sonic Movie 3. Now, a lot of people, the only good thing about the Game Awards was that clip we saw in the Super Mario Brothers movie, and a lot of people are loving it. Like, I think this is going to be hands down my favorite video game movie ever, until at least Sonic Movie 3 comes out. But yeah, this movie is easily going to be better than both Sonic movies to me. I just love it. It has that Pixar feel to it, or even like DreamWorks' best movies, like How to Train Your Dragon or the first 2 Shreks. Like, I can't believe that this is from Illumination, and it's all because Nintendo worked very closely with them to make sure that the movie is going to be great. It's just crazy how some people thought the Mario movie was going to be terrible, like the one in the 90s. Now, as you know how fickle people are. A lot of people watching this are like, man, the Sonic movie is going to be bad now. I don't like the Sonic movies anymore. Mario movies, where's that? You know, people will always turn on you once the new hot thing comes out. But yeah, I mean, I do understand now that a lot of people feel that we got robbed from the Sonic movie not being CGI animated. I always wanted the Sonic movies to be CGI animation. I was not on board with the whole live action thing from the beginning, but they won me over. Paramount won me over with Sonic Movie 1. But now a lot of people are hoping for that again. But the main thing that I do blame Paramount on is the music. Just listen to the music in the Mario Bros. Movie. They literally just remixed a lot of Mario tracks and just made into a beautiful orchestral sound, from the regular Mario Brothers theme to the Super Mario World theme to the Super Mario Bros. 3 theme, Bob-omb Battlefield for Mario 64, even New Super Mario Brothers. It was just great, and it just proves that video game music can work. Because I did not like Sonic Movie 2 soundtrack at all. It was even more bland than Sonic Movie 1, which I kind of liked Movie 1, but Movie 2's soundtrack was just mid. I even talked about that in my review with Brown Table and Premier de Remy. I did not care for the soundtrack. So I hope that Paramount takes notes and implements more of the video game theme or video game music with Sonic Movie 3. I'm actually so glad that Mario movie comes out like over a year and a half before we get Sonic Movie 3. So Paramount can take notes and implement corrections. I don't feel bad that the Sonic movies are live action anymore, because it's like, look, now that Sonic Adventure 2 is going to be adapted, there's a lot of human characters that are in that story. So Paramount can have their cake and eat it too, because the best stories or the best lore when it comes to Sonic are from his Dark Age games. And humans play a big factor in that, from Shadow the Hedgehog to Sonic Adventure 2 to Sonic 06 to even Unleashed. Humans play a big role in that. So you might as well have Sonic be a CGI live action hybrid, because it suits Sonic. I can see Paramount making like the next 2 to 3 movies based on the lore from the Dark Age. Like, I can see the next movie, if they make a Sonic movie 4, be about Silver trying to, you know, save the future. I can see them adapting Sonic 06, and that has humans in it, like Princess Elise. And then I can see another Sonic movie adapting Sonic Unleashed. So, like, a lot of Sonic fans will argue that the best lore and stories are from the 2000s, and a lot of them have humans in it. I doubt the Pontaff era is going to be adapted to any movies. Nobody wants to see Sonic Colors in theaters or Lost World or any of that. That can be done in a TV show. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why this fits, because like Sonic Adventure 2, a lot of it deals with Gun. There are so many human characters in Sonic Adventure 2. And with the introduction of GUN in Sonic Movie 2, they can do a lot of stuff with Movie 3, and this time have the humans work. Because I did not like that whole wedding subplot in Movie 2. But now they can make everything work with Gun and all that, and Maria Robotnik, Gerald, all that stuff. So I can't wait. So let's not compare Sonic movie with Mario movie. You can't really compare them. Mario movie already had an attempt at live action, and it failed. It was terrible in the early 90s. So now they're trying animation. This is Sonic movie's first time, you know, being a movie, and it worked. After that terrible trailer with Ugly Sonic, Paramount course corrected very quickly, and the first movie was a pleasant surprise. So yeah, what do you guys think about all this? Let me know down in the comments below. What do you think about this whole Sonic movie versus Mario movie debacle? And what do you wish Sonic movie was? Do you wish it was CGI animated like Mario movie, or do you like the hybrid live action they're going, because it just fits Sonic and the tone? Also, what did you think about Sonic Prime? If you saw that pilot or the first episode on Roblox, what did you think about it? And what do you think about the Game Awards, I guess? Also, if you haven't already, be sure to check out new music I dropped for Sonic Rebound. It's the new official main theme that I posted yesterday, so be sure to check that out. We're still working on episode 6, so that's going to come out very soon, hopefully by the end of this month, as well as an extra animation. But that's all I have for now, guys, so take care, and until next time, I'm out.